I think, see, in export finance, what is happening is because of the entire COVID and Russia-Ukraine war, there's a lot of new things that is coming up, right? So as a large manufacturer, I'm trying to do what in export is we are saying reshoring, nearshoring, friendshoring, which means or China plus one strategy, right? So we are hearing a lot about it. So a lot of these things are happening, right? We have just heard that Apple is trying to move 20-25% of their entire manufacturing to India, right? And India is for the first time has started exporting iPhone, right? So a lot of potentials are coming up. I think as an exporter, suggestion is reach out to be present at the right place. Also take the benefit of all these PLI schemes which is coming up, and or a lot of different that subvention that the government is giving. And from the financing perspective, of course, the government has put up Gift City, and Gift City there is a lot of benefit that the government is giving on in terms of to exporters, also shifting business or doing business from Gift City, right? So Gift City, they are developing it more like a Singapore or a Dubai hub, and trying to give a lot of leeways to Gift City to work for exporters to work out of that, right? So we are KredX's one of the first to go live as an international trade financing services out of Gift City, and we're registered with IFCA, and we are helping a lot of exporter in to get that export financing done through us at a much lower cost than what they earlier used to do. So I think my suggestion to all the exporters is to get the maximum benefit of the export benefits that the government is doing, and for financing they can reach out to people like us or other people who can help them in the export financing. So I think, see, supply chain, fundamentally what used to happen earlier is in supply chain finance, banks was bundling everything together, right? So they were giving more. If I used to go to a bank and ask for finance, they are used to give it more like as a ODCC limit as collateralized form, right? But supply chain is a different animal altogether. Now when I'm doing a supply chain, I'm growing, I need fund at a higher speed, right? And that is where these technology things that is coming up. So RBI has this TREDS platform, which is basically any MSME can register on the TREDS platform. They can discount their invoices there, they can factor their invoices and get the immediate payment at a much lower cost, right? So a lot of these technology is happening where as a MSME, I don't need to run to the bank, but it's basically the other way around, right? So in TREDS, what happens is actually banks are bidding for me to finance, and then I am choosing which bank I can choose, right? Whichever is the cheaper one. So the game has literally been turned table in terms of the power has come to the MSME rather than being with the banks, right? So that's a major shift that has happened in terms of the supply chain. I think if you are selling to any other businesses, you should look for supply chain finance. And if your business is growing, then you should definitely. So typically what happens is, unlike B2C payment where you are cash and carry, right? You go, you buy, you pay, right? In B2B business, it's what happens is you have to buy and the payment will happen after some time, right? So if your payment is getting delayed, but you have to grow, right? Then you have to use supply chain finance to grow faster, right? Think about a scenario where you have a 10 lakhs rupees, you produce something, you sold it. Now you are waiting for the money to come, and the money will come back in 90 days. So in a 1 year, you can only produce 4 times. But if you are using supply chain finance and you are using this 10 lakhs back too, you are actually producing 365 days, right? So your margins is reducing, but your basically revenue and profit is increasing many folds. KredX, we are now India's largest supply chain finance platform. We are present in 10 countries now, including Saudi, UAE, Egypt, Singapore. We are also one of the first to go live with IFCA in Gift City as an international trade financing services. We cover the entire spectrum of supply chain. So upstream of supply chain is vendor supply, downstream of supply chain is dealer, distributor, retailer, and even export financing part. We also are into B2B payments, which is basically any larger B2B vendor payments, etc. can happen through us, and we are also MasterCard certified B2B payment partners. So in the last 1 year, we have grown tremendously with many new verticals that we opened up. In the festival season itself, we have disbursed around 1,500 crores in just the session when we starting from Independence Day going up till Diwali. between these 2 months' time, we have disbursed more than 1,500 crores on just one side of domestic business of the supply chain. So we are growing very fast on the B2B payment side. Also, we are now clocking closer to 1,000 crore a month in terms of the payment that we are doing on the B2B payment side itself. So yeah, business is growing, and keeping my finger crossed that it will continue to grow.